Alright, so I'm gonna try vlogging with my phone today, mostly because I didn't want to have to pull out my camera and carry it on my back or anything. I'm riding my Topstone today, and I'm going to be doing a ride to Indian Lake, which is round trip like roughly 40 miles, maybe like 37-ish miles. So testing out some new gear. I've been riding with these Blizz sunglasses for the last month or so. I got a couple of samples from the rep to try out, so trying those out. I'm probably going to take this off because I haven't been riding with a mask. I'm just doing this out of respect for my neighbors. But let me show you kind of my bike setup before I head out. So I'm riding the Topstone today, big surprise. I've actually been contemplating selling my road bike because I've been riding this bike so much. But I've got the new Renee Hurst or Compass, whatever tires you want to refer to them as. I think these are the Barlow Pass. I have these on my Soma, which if you've seen my video on my Soma double cross, you'll recognize those tires. The funny thing is, like, seeing them on this bike and set up tubeless, they look huge compared to what they look like on my Soma. As you can see, I have all 3 water bottle cages. Those cages in the front, those are wide foot cages. Those are like cargo cages. I got those a while ago to try out, and I have not really had the time or opportunity to go on like a proper overnight or anything where I need to use those, but I like them a lot. The spacing, it fits nicely on the mounts on the Topstone fork, which it was very hard to find cages that would do so, but Widefoot has enough spacing on there that those will work. The only thing is they do get in the way of like installing and removing your wheel. So down there, it actually covers the access point to pop your wheel off for a tire change. So you actually have to take like that whole rack off before you can remove your wheel. So that might not be ideal for some people. For me, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, not too bad. I'm riding with 3 water bottles. I kind of use the 2 insulated ones as like my primaries, and then the third one is usually like a small auxiliary bottle, and that's just like if I can't find somewhere to stop. That should be enough water for me for 40 miles, but it kind of depends on the weather and how much I hydrated in the morning. I have with me, I'm using the Giant Neos track along with, I'll be using my phone for the tracking on Strava as well. I've got the Toe Peak, I'm just blanking on the name right here, but I think it's like their large feed bag, but I did a little review on spokehaven.com if you want to read about that. I just got this is the Blackburn version of their feed bag. I've been trying out a lot of their stuff, like their Elite seat post and handlebar bags, so I kind of wanted to give this little guy a try as well. There's some things that I really like about it, and I actually do have a cottage made version of one of these bags from Ellen Bag Works that I love, but I was kind of sick of plopping it from bike to bike, so I just threw the Blackburn one on here, and I'll leave the Ellen Bag Works one on my commuter bike. It kind of goes with that one a little bit better anyway, but I've got all my like little snacks in these front pockets here, and then I have like my keys and other sundries in here. I usually keep my phone in here, and anything that I want to keep like waterproof, like my ID, maybe some gloves, etc. And then I bought this little pack from SKS, which is really neat, and it fits my little Night Rider light nicely on the back here. And you can fit a tube and lots of tools and other things in here. It's a nice size. And I am rocking the Brooks C15 all-weather cambium carved. So far I've liked this saddle. I've not done like a really long ride with it though, so I'm excited to give it a try and see how it holds up. So that's my rig for today, guys. I will do a little update once I kind of get on the road and talk a little bit more about, I don't know, the ride, life, whatever. I forgot to mention I'm also trying out the Giro bibs that I talked about on my Instagram story a couple days ago. So these are their $165 price point bibs for women. They have this sort of mesh top halter situation. I have the sport level of these bibs, which I think comes in at around $110, and I really, really love them. They were like my favorite shorts of last year, so I upgraded to these to give them a try. I can tell already that the chamois is like a little bit different. It's a little bit thicker, so it's gonna be interesting to try it out on a different saddle setup. All right, so pit stop number 1, only like 7 miles in or so, but needed to do a little bathroom break, so just wanted to do a little chat to camera, fill up some time. I stumbled upon my friend Simone, and she's riding with me today. Social distancing, we have masks and everything, so let me show you her bike. So she is also riding a Cannondale. She actually came into our shop last year, or the shop that I used to work for, and picked this bad boy up. I think it's the Cad X. Yeah, it's the Cad X with Altegra. She got a smoking deal on it. So yeah, we're both rocking our Cannondales today. Pretty stoked about that. She has a very similar setup. She just doesn't have like GRX on hers. It's just like the regular Altegra. But she's liked it. She's ridden it a lot, so we're both pretty stoked on our bikes. We made it! There's this cute AF pumpkin patch on the ride right off of the trail. There's my bike. Hey bike. So we're riding up Highway 12. Actually, we're riding back. We already made it to Indian Lake, which is a really nice path, but it's highway pretty much the entire way. It's kind of boring unless you bring a friend, but it's a fun little route. I really like doing it. And you don't have to worry about dealing with cars on the road. So it's been a headwind all the way back home, which is supposed to be a fast downhill, but as you can hear, it's super windy and awful and slow going. All right, so I'm at the end of my ride basically. I just rode to the park by my house just to make sure that I hit an even 40 miles. Yeah, the last few miles my legs were just dead. I'd admittedly taken a few weeks off of doing any sort of like really rigorous exercise. Like I commuted to work on my bike and everything, but I've kind of just taken some time off of like weightlifting and CrossFit and kind of going on longer rides, just to kind of give my body a little bit of a break. And my dog's had some issues lately, so a lot of my time has been spent making sure she's all good. She's in the cone of shame for an eye issue, so it's hard to keep her from outsmarting the cone and injuring her eye. So, but as you can see, I have my lovely Topstone Carbon RX behind me. It performed really well. I really like the Barlow Pass Renee Hurst tires. They're really fast, they're really cushiony. There was one section of road, I want to say it's like Matt's Road or something, M-A-T-Z If you look at where Indian Lake is, it's near kind of Sauk City, Cross Plains area north of Madison on a map. You'll see the road on there, but it's a really, really steep road down that we took, and the road was not in really good condition, and I think we were topping out at like 27 or 28 miles per hour on it, and I felt totally confident on this thing. The rear suspension on it, that just like little bit of rear suspension, the right here, the kingpin, works amazingly. Super confidence inspiring. So I did like a write-up on this bike on spokehaven.com, so if you want to kind of take a look at my thoughts on it, what I like, any of my dislikes, I did change some stuff out. I have filmed part of a video on this bike. It's just I haven't really had the will or the time to like put it all together, and every time I went to film it, something happened where the audio got interrupted, or like the lighting wasn't quite right. So I might just try to refilm it on my iPhone, as annoying as that is, because I like the quality of my nicer camera. It's just easier to do on an iPhone. So yeah, that may be to come, we'll see. I forgot to mention that on our way back into town, we came in like through Middleton, so I stopped at the new shop I'm gonna be working at, which is Wheel and Sprocket, and got some Floyds. I'm really stoked that they carry these. I really like CBD for recovery. There's a lot of mixed feelings about it, but I like the higher milligram, the 50 milligram. I feel like that actually does something for me. The 25 milligram ones, or sorry, no, the 10 milligram ones with the 50 milligrams of CBD per pack. There's like different ones of these where it's like 25 milligrams, and this is like 5 milligrams per piece. I like the ones with more CBD in it. I can actually like feel the calming effects of it. So yeah, I'm trying, I think cotton candy is like one of the newer flavors if I'm not mistaken. So I love cotton candy, anything. I don't really eat cotton candy itself, but I love cotton candy flavored things. So I'm gonna give these a try. And I have not yet had these from Goo yet, and I love Stroop waffles. So they have the campfire s'mores and the wild berries. So pretty excited. I like to have these in the morning with a coffee pre-ride, or just like for camping. So I'm gonna give one of these a try, the cotton candies, and see how they taste. This is what happens when you don't have a tripod with you. All right. So I've opened the cotton candy gummies from Floyd's of Leadville. We're gonna give one a try, see how it goes. All right. Pretty good. Doesn't really taste like super cotton candy-y to me, but this is what it looks like. Just a regular gummy. It's kind of like more fruit snack consistency, which I like. I've had others that are like more just like fruit pectin, and they kind of like dissolve in your mouth right away, and it's like a weird texture, but these I like it a lot. All right, again, great camera angle, guys. All right, opening this up. All right, so we're trying the strawberry Floyd's of Leadville on the go. The only thing that is kind of a bummer is it doesn't reseal. So I'm gonna probably tag my homies from Floyd's and be like, hey, maybe the new packaging has it. I don't know. These don't look like super new. I don't know. I don't see any like expiration date on there, but I'm not really too concerned about it. I eat stuff past the expiration date all the time, especially when it's like food. It's fine. All right, so we're gonna try it. This is what it looks like. Again, so like a fruit snack consistency. This is the strawberry. I think I like this better than the cotton candy. Again, it's not like a super duper strawberry, like it's not a super like hits you in the face. It's just like a nice, like kind of a little bit sweet, like gentle strawberry flavor. And I really like the consistency of the gummy. That's really quite nice. So yeah, I'm gonna give these a thumbs up for sure. Some great post-ride recovery right here. And then I usually down some of these and then I like drink a big glass of water. Just kind of flush it all out. Yeah. It's a beautiful day and it's one of the last days of probably like really good riding weather. Oops, for a while. Maybe not, maybe it'll be alright, but it's been it's getting cold at night and the sun's setting earlier and earlier, so while I commute year round, I don't always like in the middle of winter, I'm not like, hey, let's go do 40 or 50 miles. That's just not really my jam in the winter. I love commuting in the winter and I love like fat biking and mountain biking in the winter is really fun, but yeah, so I'm just trying to squeeze in as many of these kind of like longer distance rides in while I still can. So that's that on that. I start my new job on Tuesday at Wheel and Sprocket. I'm really excited. Got to meet a couple of the people there today. They were really nice to me. Actually, I think they gave me my employee discount on this stuff already, because like these packs of the fluids are like $3 a piece, and then the stroop waffles I think were like also $2 a piece, and I got like all of them for like $5 or something really like awesome. So yay, I love me a good employee discount. That's really appreciated. That's how I can afford to have nice bikes. That's the thing, people, like I think it's easy to flex on social media and on YouTube and everything, but you'd be surprised at like how many people, you know, are either getting their stuff at like a major discount or even free or are renting it. So this particular bike I got an amazing deal on because I work in the industry, and that's like how I afford these things. I wouldn't that's the thing about being in the bike industry. You don't really make that much money, but the perks are pretty awesome. You get a lot of free swag. I got these, you know, for free. Thank you, Blizz, for hooking it up. 2 pairs of sunglasses from them that I got to take home. Water bottles I get a lot for free. I do still try to buy stuff from other local shops just to support them, like these wide foot cages I got from Black Saddle Bike Shop. Their new shop over on the northeast side of Madison. Shout out to Mitch, he's awesome. So he delivered these to my house for me at no extra charge. He had an errand to run and like was willing to drive all the way over to the west side, which like if you live in Madison, it's like people don't want to cross what we call like the isthmus to go from one side of the town to the other, because it takes like 40 minutes sometimes, which like you're probably laughing if you live anywhere in like Los Angeles or Chicago or New York where it takes that long to go like a few miles, but or like not even. So, but you know, here it's, yeah, kind of a big deal. Someone's willing to cross the isthmus for you. So shout out to Mitch for that. I'm excited to try these. I just need to get on it. Let's see, anything else going on? So my friend Simone rode with me today. I wasn't really sure if she was going to join me or not, but she did, which is really cool. She is actually starting college, so we met through working at Fitchburg Cycles. We brought her on as a bike assembly apprentice. She's going to school for mechanical engineering at UPenn. Right now she's still home though because of the COVID-19 situation, so kind of a bummer that she doesn't really get to start out her college years in like the fun way that we all kind of do, where you go to your dorms and meet people and make friends that way. So she's doing school online, and had reached out and asked if I was going for a ride today, and I said yeah. And so we did our little social distance thing, and she had never been to Indian Lake, so I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to kind of show off some cool little spots to a young person that I've taken under my wing. I really enjoy getting new people out riding and showing them new places to ride and new routes, and like navigating and kind of teaching. Like I used a lot of like my hand signals and things like that when I ride, just to kind of spread the love, get more people out riding, and hopefully they'll take someone under their wing and pass it on. Like that's what this is all about, right? So that's really why I started Spokehaven. And I'm a little bit sad that I don't have the club anymore, but at the same time it's kind of opened me up to be able to work more one-on-one with people, and like younger people, in a little bit more diverse group of people than I used to when I was running the women's cycling club. So there are some pros and cons to that, but I'm just kind of rambling on at this point. Anyway, thanks for watching. I just wanted to make some content because it's been a while. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all those fun things. Go to spokehaven.com. I've been updating that more regularly. Please follow me on Instagram. It's at Spokehaven. And that's where you'll see kind of more of my day-to-day content updates, like what I'm doing, new products I'm excited about, and rides coming up, events, etc. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.